Where are you getting your information from? Strongest? I would not have said that at all. No. It's a new day in the workroom. Hey guys, it's early in the morning. Like, do I look okay for being this early? Like, do I need to go all the way back so that my eyes don't look crazy? So you guys have been like coming for me and letting me know, do not say Drag Race Australia, and I hear you, and I'm sorry. I don't want to discount New Zealand and everyone else that falls under the Down Under umbrella. So Drag Race Down Under, I'm trying so hard not to forget to do that. And for those of you like in my comments telling me what the references are, I watched the show, honey. I watch a show, Tamar. I know what the references are. And if especially with like Karen from Finance, she said it on the show. I know it's like the woman at the tracks and whatever, but I still felt like it wasn't cute, and I didn't love it. And if I don't love it, I just don't love it. But let's get into the show. And before we do that, don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell, and follow me on Patreon for more exclusive content.
Karen is a winner, baby. I'm a winner, baby.
I will keep calling this out each time I notice it on this show because it's ridiculous to me, and I cannot even imagine or fathom the idea of it being possible, but yet this is my reality. Did you hear, like, Karen, you're a winner, baby? Like, it sounded like there was no microphone on her at all, and a mic 50 feet away from her picked up her audio. Why is the production of this show so bad? The girls are amazing. They have personality out the wazoo. They are talented. They're beautiful. But yet production is just making it look so crunchy. Oh my goodness, I cannot.
How are we feeling?
Oh, so much relief.
Another note about production. Why are the tables so small? Literally, if you look at it, the tables are like kiddies' tables. Like, this is the table I sat around in kindergarten, like having lunch. They're standing and the table is hitting their knees. What in the world? When you look at the other franchises, UK, America, Canada, the girls have to like run and lunge up to get on top of a table. But these tables are like benches. You sit on these. Ridiculous.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, is this a thing in down under? A shoey? You drink out of shoes? Is this like brand new shoes you drink out of, or is this like shoes you've been doing numbers in for hours? Either way, this is kind of weird. I would try it. I would try it if the shoe was brand new and no one had worn it yet. Like, fresh out the box, taking the plastic off of it, I'd be like, okay, but alright.
Next week I'm hoping they do something for us that's a bit New Zealand. Maybe they'll bring in a sheep and we can all take turns fucking it.
Congratulations on surviving the first episode of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under.
RuPaul has a season 1 filter on her in the workroom. Tell me I'm not the only one seeing it. Blurry as heck. You can tell the lighting is bad. You can tell she has no makeup on or whatever. So they're just blurring her out to oblivion to the point where you can't even see her face. Why did they have to rush it? Like, take your time and do it right. These girls deserve better. Now, episode 2, they're doing the Snatch Game as the, like, you know, mega challenge, maxi challenge, whatever. It's a little odd, but it makes a lot of sense because it's a season with like 10 girls. If you do it like a few episodes in, you're not going to have enough contestants to do, you know, to have a panel full of, you know, celebrity impressions. I like the idea of doing it for the second episode. What I did not like is World of Wonder like posting a photo of the girls beforehand, letting me know what everyone's character was going to be. That I don't understand why they do it. Drag Race is like built on spoiling everything for the fans. And I don't know if to them it's like it makes you more excited to see it, but for me it's like, now I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm no longer that excited. It's like, well, I knew this girl was gonna play that character. I've seen it already. Anyways, that's just my thing. I hate that Drag Race spoils it, and I hate that they allow people on the set to do spoiler videos and like leak things on Reddit. I'm like, I know you guys are doing this on purpose. You want these things to be leaked, so you allow your staff to leak it. I just hate it.
You're doing Bindi? Oh.
This is a thing with Snatch Game characters. Every season you know it's happening, you have your characters prepared. If you're a good queen, you have multiple characters prepared just in case someone else has your character. However, if I'm going on the show, I'm going to have at least 3, like what I expect of the queens. I expect them to have at least 3 characters. But if there's one that you really, really want to do, and some other queen is like, but I came with this in mind as well, I would expect you as a queen to be like, well, let's the best one win. We're both gonna be that today. How about that? Like, I would love to see that, because every time it's like, well, what you want to do is not necessarily what you're gonna do, or I came with this prepared and you have that, but what? Just both do it. If it's 3 of you that have the same character, do it. Let's see that. And then we can judge who the better one was.
Carol Baskin.
Oh, that's great.
Dr. Seuss.
Ooh.
Not to be shady, but if you came to me like, should I do Carol Baskins or Dr. Seuss? I'm gonna be like, girl, do you love Dr. Seuss? You want to do Dr. Seuss? Do Dr. Seuss. You're gonna be fabulous. Because it's a competition. And if you want to do a guy that is like, we don't even know how the real Dr. Seuss as a person is. If you just want to go up there and do nursery rhymes, go do that. It could be funny. And it could flop. Like, it could be like a Eureka doing Bob, whatever. Like, it could really flop. And I would live as a contestant. As a viewer, I still would live.
Yeah, I picked her because I knew there's so much humor in there, there's so much fun to have.
Right. But when it comes to quirky personality and quotes, there's kind of nothing there. Right.
I feel like Art Simone and Karen from Finance, they see each other as like their only competition in this arena, you know? Like they're like, you're the one to, if anyone's gonna beat me, it's probably gonna be you, to each other. And it's a cute rivalry. I'm here for it. I'm not even like thinking of the rivalry of the 2 girls that work with each other and have a business together, because I'm like, if we've been working together for years and we own a business together and we're this close, I know all your capabilities, you know all of mine. We're probably equal, or one of us is a little bit better and we both know it. But Art Simone and Karen, I feel like they're gonna be the 2, like, you know, the ones to watch.
Dolly Parton's an icon, and no one has ever done her on Drag Race before. So the pressure is on.
If you're gonna do Dolly Parton, like, it better be amazing. Because Dolly is, you're right, icon. No one's ever done it before. Not even Trixie, which I'm like, I know the reason why Trixie didn't do it, but I wish she did. The look has to be right. And the look is not hard to, like, mess up. It's Dolly. It's big drag. But apart from that, like, you have to make it very referential to, like, songs and things she's done and her sayings, and just being a big blonde, you know, bimbo with a very smart sensibility as well. Like, if it's bad, it's going to be very evident that it was bad.
What do you like when you're low energy?
I don't really have an off switch. I'm kind of like all the time.
Can I just say, Anita Wigl'it, what are you on? Because you look so happy all the time. You would have done a really good Pee Wee Herman. I feel like you could have done a really, really good Pee Wee Herman. The smile, it's always on. It's always like, yes, I'm here. I'm happy. Are you? And I'm like, wow. I live.
I knew like the costume wasn't up to
The
standard.
first
now,
costume,
like, the
which
first
was
costume.
what? Just the lips?
Yeah, the lips and the
Yeah.
eyes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was rotten. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I didn't love it. I didn't think it was great, but RuPaul just telling you point blank period, your costume was rotten. Coco Jumbo, I would have retreated into my shell and disappeared into the abyss.
Why are you carrying that flute?
The person that I'm doing for Snatch Game is Lizzo.
If you're gonna do Lizzo, I need to see you fluting and twerking at the same freaking time. I need to see you twerk. If you do not twerk during your performance, you're not doing Lizzo.
She always used to tuck me into bed and say, "Hope the dingoes don't get you tonight."
She genuinely.
They're saying that etc. is choosing a very risky character, Lindy Chamberlain. I don't know much about her. Let me Google her real quick and come back. Okay. I don't know how that's funny, but I don't know the humor in Down Under. In my comment section, everyone's like, "Our humor is very much similar to the UK. It's dark. It's mean." I'm like, I love a mean joke. Like, that's why Bianca Del Rey is one of my top 5s. So I get that, but this is interesting. Choices.
Welcome, everybody. It's RuPaul. And it's time to play the Snatch Game Down Under.
This Snatch Game was something. It was interesting. It was not amazing. It was not amazing. I'm sorry. Out of 9 contestants, I truly enjoyed the Queen Elizabeth character, Jennifer Coolidge, and Catherine O'Hara, so good. So good. The Lindy Chamberlain thing, it was just it creeped me out because a dingo ate this woman's baby. She was wrongly convicted of murder, and it's a tragic story, and I'm like, do we make light of this? I don't know. I mean, if it's funny, it's funny, but when it's a cruel thing and then it doesn't come off as funny, then it's really bad. And when she had the little stuffed animal and pretending for it's a dingo eating her, I was like, this is a bit cringy for me. I don't know if I like what's happening here, and I didn't love it. Magda was boring. Dolly was boring. Art Simone, you made a terrible choice. You fought for this character and it was not great. Dr. Seuss had one good joke towards the end. Everything else was meh. Lizzo, middle of the road, borderline boring. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I really wanted it to be amazing. But at least 3 of them popped. 3 of these girls were popping them dry ass all over this stage. Oh my god, I feel like Queen Elizabeth won this.
So how do you girls think Snatch Game went yesterday?
Do you know what? I feel like that is probably one of the strongest Snatch Games there has ever been on Drag Race.
So what now? No, I do not agree. Where are you getting your information from? Strongest? I would not have said that at all. No.
I think Coco's definitely in the bottom. But you knew that. I think I definitely overstumped it. Pretty much just froze on the spot.
I don't know why they're coming for Coco, because I don't think Coco was the worst. Her Lizzo was a bit meh, but it was middle of the road in comparison to some of the girls that were very bad.
My parents, they split up, and leaving my dad, I was probably 7 years old, and he said, he goes, just promise me one thing. You won't turn out to be gay.
What? God damn it. That's not something as a kid you can process properly. As an adult, I wouldn't know how to process this properly. You don't choose this. I mean, obviously a lot of parents back in the day were ignorant, even today, so they didn't understand, or they still don't, about how your sexuality works. And it's not, oh, I choose to be this today and I choose to be that tomorrow. Maybe some people are playing with their lives in that way, but a lot of us aren't. So gross for a parent to say that to a child.
Welcome to the main stage of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under.
She's finally in drag for this episode. Raven got through TSA. Perfect. I don't love the wig on RuPaul. The dress needed to be cinched more at the waist. Maybe a really small, tight-ass belt to suck it in. to give it more shape, because RuPaul is a 6' something man with really wide shoulders. Sometimes I wonder, you sit there and you judge people. You get paid for it. Like, I don't need to look cute for sitting here and giving my opinion. I don't get paid for this. But this is your job. And you just phone it in sometimes. Like, well, what is up with this filter? Michelle looks crazy. I cannot. I really, really cannot. I can't. I don't want to. The production is like taking me out of it, man. Category is seasickening. First of all, Art Simone is perfection, and Art Simone does not serve bad looks in my opinion so far. I've seen her on 2 episodes, and there's nothing amateur about her. From head to toe, it's a production. You can tell she has money. Like, this is gorgeous. The color, the execution of the garment, the makeup, the hair, even the teeth. It's like down to the details. Art Simone is that good. This outfit will save her from being in the bottom, for sure. This is ridiculously amazing. Okay, these queens down under either have money or they're just talented beyond. Because Kidamine looks freaking amazing. After seeing Art Simone, I was like, probably nobody else could top that. Kidamine looks just as good. Like, the makeup is stunning. It's a beautiful, like, interpretation of Ursula in this beautiful color and the shape and the hair and the everything. Everything. I love the headpiece. I love the headpiece. I am here for this. And I'm glad she didn't try to paint her skin in some weird purple color or something, because that would have just been like a mess. She did it in her skin tone and it's beautiful. I love this. The only thing I probably would have changed was the wig. The wig at the front's great, but then the spikes at the back, I'm like, why spikes? I don't really get it if you're like Ursula, and Ursula is like a half octopus person. Where does a spiky hair come from? But apart from that, everything is really great. All right, etc., etc. I like the concept she had. What would have made this even more sickening than just like a deep sea diver in the 1940s or 60s would be if she took the helmet off, the mask, and it revealed to be like a fish makeup moment, you know, like you've been under the ocean for so long to the point where you're transforming into a sea creature. That would have been amazing, but taking it off and then having a Marcel Wade wig underneath and like a pretty glam makeup, I'm like, it's just not fully thought out and realized enough for me. And I like etc. a lot, and I want to see etc. do very well, etc., 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 etc. I love Coco Jumbo. I think she's one of the prettiest girls to ever walk through any workroom across all RuPaul's Drag Race franchises ever. This outfit doesn't, she says it represents like a proud POC. I don't get that. I don't understand what about it makes it that. I'm a POC, so I don't know what she's referring to. The hair is beautiful, but is she giving me a type of Ursula? That's what I'm getting from it, but I don't want to assume because I don't know exactly what this is. There's just a few squiggly things on the arms alone, and then everything is just a black dress. And it's beautiful, but it feels a little like underwhelming. A little, maybe I'm just whelmed by it. I'm not overwhelmed or you know what, I'm underwhelmed. I'm underwhelmed. I'm gonna be a buck with you. It doesn't feel like a lot of effort and thought was put into this look. There wasn't a full concept. It's like, I have a hair that looks squiggly like I'm in the water and I could be Ursula in it. Let me use that. With these gloves, I added these squiggly things on. Could be octopusy, but then I don't have a garment for it. So put on a black dress and add some stones to it and it will work. And if I was in a club and you walked out in this, I'd be like, work, but you're on the main stage. So I'm like, give me more. Give me more. And I'm sad that she wore this because I'm like, you're already your Snatch Game wasn't even amazing, so it's like I wanted your runway to be that much more amazing to like not have you be in the bottom because I don't want you to go anywhere. All right, so Anita Wigl'it did something similar to me that Coco Jumbo did, and it's done a little bit better because at least I can see coral reef things like on her garment, so it's like very showing me it's like screaming, it's a dress, but don't forget I'm coral reef, I'm water, I'm ocean, I'm like sea, and then the hair, so it's a little bit better than Coco's, but I'm still not wowed. But her Snatch Game was bomb, so she's probably gonna win anyways. Okay, this is a concept, mother of pearls. When she first turned the corner, I thought pearls, obviously, but it's just a regular dress, you know. I hate the wig, as Nicki Minaj said. hate your wig and makeup today. The necklaces should have just been pearls. I didn't need that stone necklace that's around your neck. And the fit of the dress is not amazing to me, like the bust area, it looks a little bit weird. I don't love it. I get the concept, but I don't love it at all. Like, it's a concept, but I don't love it. I keep saying that, I'm sorry. This is a stretch. This is totally a stretch to say this is serving waves. I get the sea foam, like the colors are cute for the bottom of the dress and the hair. The hair needed to be styled. It was a little like shake and go, not a read, just like an observation. And the dress was not giving what it was supposed to give. It was not giving. Now this is a very literal costume from Karen, you know, from finance. It's like a shark costume, it's glittered, it's dragged up, and it's like corny, but that's her brand, you know, camp. And it works. I like this for the main stage. Normally, I don't even love this type of pant thing, but I love this on her because her shape is so good. And it's a deviation from a gown. Everyone's in a gown. It's like, give me a pant with a bell bottom. It works. It's beautiful. All right, now this outfit is freaking amazing. I'm trying to figure out how you got it in your suitcase, that like bending and breaking, that thing on the back. I don't know what it's made of, but it's really cool. Scarlett Adams is one of those girls where I expect a lot from her. She gives me high fashion queen, like she spends money on her costumes. A look is very important to her. This is without even knowing what the category was. Once I saw it on the runway, or once anyone sees it down the runway or wherever, you can tell that's what she was trying to give and that's what it is supposed to be. I need to see you walking down the runway without hearing the category and know exactly what the category is. And she nailed it.
Anita Wigl'it. Congratulations, you are the hands down winner. Key to me. Etc. etc. You are both safe.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't expect this because Anita Wigl'it gets the win straight off the bat. I was like, great, because she doesn't need to sweat it out. We know she was the best. But then RuPaul's like, etc. etc. Kidamine, you guys are safe. And everybody else on the stage, you're up for elimination. Really? Even Jennifer Coolidge? I liked her. Wow. That's crazy.
The judges and I will deliberate.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. All right. I understand. When I listened to all the judges' critiques and everything, only one thing I was like weirded out by, because Michelle was like, oh, you were Catherine O'Hara when she was on the stage with the girls. Like, your Catherine O'Hara was like not great. The look was off, the this was off, the that was off. But when they were deliberating, she's like, the Catherine O'Hara was good. And I'm like, girl, get it together. Catherine O'Hara, her voice wasn't perfect, but the look and the voice was good enough. And I laughed. So it was fine. Relax.
Maxi Shield. You're safe.
Watching all the girls like be told, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe, and it's like down to these three queens, I honestly thought, and I just thought Art Simone would have been safe because of her look, and Coco Jumbo would have been lip syncing against the other queen. but it's Art Simone versus Coco Jumbo. And I know for a fact, no matter how good Coco Jumbo twirls tonight, she will not survive this. Because Art Simone is one of those queens that I've been told in my comment section, everyone's telling me, oh, she's like a favorite of WoW and whatever, because she has a series on WoW Presents, which, to be honest, doesn't mean she is automatically going to win. Because if you think about it, Got Mick worked a lot with WoW, and she was a makeup artist for a lot of the queens on their shows, and she didn't win the show. But I feel like they're going to want to push Art Simone to the finale, at least. So I don't see her going home right now, and I'm really upset because I don't want Coco Jumbo to go home because I like her a lot, and she's like the last POC queen left, and she's so beautiful, but we'll see. We will see what happens. Okay. Coco Jumbo pissed on Art Simone. Sorry, not sorry. If Coco Jumbo goes home tonight, it is rigomoris, and I'm writing a strongly worded letter to WoW Presents Plus and Viacom. Crazy. I feel like Coco won. Let's hear what they have to say because I need to know.
Coco Jumbo. Shantae, you stay.
Why are you all gagging? He brings it to you every ball. I am dead. All these people in the background, they're like, oh. No one can even imagine or fathom the fact that Coco Jumbo won this lip sync over Art Simone. Art Simone is a beautiful girl, and Art Simone has like her drag is perfection visually. But at the end of the day, if a lip sync is what it takes to win and to like go on if you're in the bottom, Jumbo did that. Coco did that. The way Coco Jumbo walked off that stage looking yes, looking like she looking, yes. The crying on the stage, I felt her pain. Like, Art is devastated. And I get it. You have this great expectation of you. Kind of similar to like Joe Black. I didn't know of Joe Black before. I didn't know of Art Simone before. But it seems like in their respective like fields and their regions of the world, they are huge and they garner a lot of respect. So going on the show, you expect a lot from them. And then it just doesn't happen for them, you know? Which is wild, I guess. But in a way, not really. Sad to see her go because she's a look queen. And I love a good look on a runway.
And I'm the strongest one here.
You were here.
That means nothing.
Oh, she is salty. Art is salty and bitter and mad. But I get it, in the moment you feel like you're a disappointment and you're this big thing, and then people are gonna think you're not good enough because you didn't do good on this one show. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Doing like how you perform on this TV show does not like, it's not the entirety of who you are, and it doesn't mean you're not a great performer outside. Some people are amazing on their own and doing things in the real world, but then to go put them on a show to like confine them to a box and a space, they will not be able to thrive. And that's just what happened to you. So it's sad to see her like behaving this way, saying, even the producer's like, you were here, she's like, it doesn't even matter, girl, like that means nothing that I was here if I didn't win. That's kind of disheartening to see, but I get it. In the moment, you're really hurt. Seems like there's some drama to be expected next week. I can't wait to see how that turns out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, because it means a lot to me. Tell your aunt, tell your uncle, tell your friends, and your cousin 3 times removed who married that man down in who knows where. Share my videos. Thank you guys. Talk to you next time. Bye. Hey beautiful humans, I have so much more content. Come on, watch my shit.